again, Harry. We have stayed with alphabetical order by first name. I would really love this, because having the surname Thompson, that was a last for everything at school. We've been out there, we've been quite near the front. So, first of all, a gentleman very dear to me. I've got to say this before the applause starts. This young man was the very first person here 4 weeks ago, and with the luck or otherwise of flights, he will be the last person to leave. In many ways, the spirit of the course, Agam Adipriyatama. Tutors comment that throughout his TSA class, Agam has shown resilience and perseverance. In philosophies, marked himself out as an adventurous thinker, always willing to take the plunge. We saw a lot of that in the first debate. We've loved getting to know Agam over the past 4 weeks, and given that he was the first to arrive and will be the last to leave, we're sure never to forget him. Agam. Well, the battery's chosen to be flat at a reasonably decent time because I'm about to be reunited with another friend of the last 4 weeks, Aidan Christopherson. While Lily charges the battery, let me tell you, tutors have said some wonderful things again. In Oxbridge preparation, Aidan has remained quick-witted and sharp with a winning smile. Thank you. Her history tutor has been equally impressed, describing her as intelligent and committed to her studies. Over the past 4 weeks, Aidan's lit up the course with her unfailing positivity, and I've really felt that through my 4 weeks as well. Good luck in all you do, Aidan, and keep shining.
Can we get a gun back up for a photo?
Photo up!
May I next see Alec? Alec there.
Andy, another photo.
In global crises, Alec gained an impressive grasp of feedback cycles, which are able to apply the theory to novel real-life situations. Fantastic contributions to group discussions, and what makes a good leader in leadership and management. Impressed also in improvisation and comedy skills. Very good. Co-creating a hilarious scene as a two-headed expert. He's coped amazingly with some really tough grammar and some awful German pop music. You've had an exciting 2 weeks. Really impressing his tutor with the improvement in his writing. Thank you, Alec, for all your contributions to the course. They've been greatly appreciated by one another. I can't get enough of Aidan dishes. Hi, Aidan.
Hi.
He's going to take photos now.
Okay.
And all the people that began with A had to stay with us for 4 weeks. Anastasia Gasarova. Anastasia is a thoughtful and intelligent student whose work in history has greatly impressed the tutor, and historians are always hard to impress. A valued member of the Extreme Science Elective, she's been a delight to teach throughout. It's been really lovely having Anastasia here. And I want to thank you as well for choosing to spend 4 weeks of the summer with us. We've been blessed. Thank you. Anna Mikhailenko. Anna's economics tutors described her as courageous, humble and reflective. That's a heck of a combination. She's a student who's always on the lookout for new ideas and theories and in a constant search of ways to add a human angle to their practical applications. In psychology, she's helped describe... people put these words in when I'm speaking all the time. Okay, I'm going to try. She's helped describe the proprioceptive illusion of the rubber hand. I actually walked in on this, it was amazing. Leading the class towards a better understanding of multisensory integration. She should be applauded for her valiant efforts to defeat the opposition in last night's debate, because that was a tough hill to climb, it really was, and indeed for everything she's achieved on the course. Anna. And we're still on the A's, and another Anna Murusi. In leadership and management, Anna's always been keen to contribute to discussions, building well upon other people's points. As well as her diligence and passion in her law class, her tutor... Her tutor has praised her coffee addiction. It's good that we went on microphone for that. And she's based her choice to study law on the fact that Mike from Suits is hot. All I can say is that in half an hour, can the Ents explain the cultural reference to me? We hope she's enjoyed her time on the course and wish her all the best in the future. Anna Murusi.
Harry's on it.
Okay, Celia Morale.
Harry's everywhere.
Celia's maths and physics tutor congratulates Celia on getting into the University of Richmond. Have you done that?
Yeah.
Fantastic, that's really good news. In both subjects, she's impressed with her ability to adapt a different reference frame when visiting both the philosophy and the application of the physics topics, which is a very, very useful skill for the future and typical of what the course has been about in terms of combining these things. She's been a consistently delightful student, and the large amount she's put into the course has not gone unnoticed. Celia, well done. Thank you very much. Seri in the guide. Seri's been described as a tremendously hard-working student by her English tutor, which makes her a pleasure to teach, and I've witnessed that when I've been in the lessons as well. Thank you. Are we back? You're back. She's also proved a thoughtful member of the leadership management group, applying the theory she's learned to real-life examples really well. In Latin, I mean, what a range of subjects. She's picked up a good amount of the language with ease and can now even write in it, which is a heck of an achievement, bearing in mind she only began it 2 weeks ago. Seri, thanks so much for your contribution. Christina Leiner. Christina is an engaged and diligent student, has shown an aptitude for medical biology, always making a positive contribution to class discussions. In economics, she's always been excited by new theories and ideas, while possessing exceptional ability and drive to turn them into clear understandings. Her poise and smart delivery in last night's debate, and a real fight at times, real fight, really was something to behold, and the fact the team was not victorious should not take away from this immense achievement. As I said, it was a hard hill to climb. Congratulations, Christina, thanks so much. Claire McHugh. Claire has been knowledgeable and thoughtful in discussing new economics, and her tutor has praised her willingness to challenge her own views in an intelligent and open way. In philosophy, her skill at thinking through the material has proven her to be more than just a diligent student, but a true talent. That's a lovely word to hear. The photography all of us had the pleasure of seeing this afternoon is a testament to Claire's multi-talented nature, something which we are sure will see her be highly successful in life. Thank you for all of those things. Clara Charlier. Clara's proved herself to be a flexible thinker with determination as exhibited in her Oxbridge preparation class. She's also a sensitive and astute reader of English literature with a rare passion for Middle English. Me too. In creative writing, she writes with a delicacy and maturity well beyond her years. You actually sparked a lot of things in my head, what you were reading today. I've got a couple of things to send to you. Achieving so much in 2 short weeks is no mean feat, and she should be immensely proud of herself, and we certainly are. Thanks so much. We've nearly finished the season. Clelia Gillespie. Has described her as a deep thinker with a calm and confident manner and very mature insight. She deserves credit for the gusto with which she attacked the philosophy course, even when it came to trickier aspects. This afternoon, once again with the photography, has shown she can also unleash her creative side, and really some excellent contributions. Clelia, you've got it all. I haven't seen a young man for a while, so I'm delighted to welcome Dominic there. Dom's English tutor describes him as an original and ambitious thinker, and I think we saw evidence of that. Dom, I have to say, you've got a voice, and that was really apparent this afternoon with us. He's not only unafraid to try new things, but actively seeks out challenging material to read and think about. I think Dom covered about 250 years of English literature with me the Sunday when he was checking in about a 5-minute conversation. I was kind of... not only afraid to try new things, but actively seeks out challenging material to read and think about, always doing so with passion and creativity. His sight writing abilities lacks an immense form for anybody to get their head around at any age. In particular, it's very impressive. He's been a sheer delight to have on the course and a joy to watch him thriving, and we're pretty certain that this place hasn't heard the last of Dominic. Dominic. Another friend from the 4 weeks of the course, Eden Morrison. In her Oxbridge preparation class, Eden has demonstrated a positive attitude and a strong ability to go beyond the obvious. This has also impressed a French tutor who describes her as hard-working, exceptionally organised and a methodical learner who it's such a pleasure to teach. She's a talented linguist and should continue with her French. We didn't get a chance to see Eden perform today, but I know from everything that Harry said that he's been really impressed with the progress that she's made in the drama elective. And her enthusiasm for the subject is second to no one's. Don't let that fade you, and you're sure to succeed in all you do. Eden Morrison. I'm going to read out something about Kate, who's become very dear to me again over the 40s. Kate unfortunately had to leave early this week. It's not been very well. We went down to London, if you remember, she stayed with her mum. But I had a lovely email from Kate yesterday and also from and Katerina Kolinenko. Let's have a round of applause for her. In IR, Kate's argued with passion and flair, demonstrating an astounding ability to turn any discussion into one about Russia. A bit like me with football. Her passion and sense of humour have also helped keep English lessons, and indeed any class in which she has partaken, energised and highly entertaining. I first went to meet her at the lodge. She arrived about 3 days late. There'd been a problem with the flight, and this ball of energy just hit me at the lodge, and it didn't stop for 3 weeks. We were very sorry to have her leave the course early, but wish her all the best in her absence. One more round of applause. She might even win. And another friend from the 4-week period, Erin Pfluger. In improvisation comedy, Erin has been very willing to jump on stage, and she did so with me when I dropped in and got roped, and she was brilliant. It's creative and collaborative in her storytelling. She took to the idea of failing with enthusiasm, and therefore succeeds with flair. That's a genius piece of writing.
That was Robin.
That was Robin. Take it down. This unfaltering positivity has also impressed her sociology tutor, who has been delighted by the work she has produced. Our impression of her from the past 4 weeks, however, is best summed up by Leslie, who has declared her practically perfect in every way. Gabriella Eziani. Gabriella is an incredibly clear-minded student who was incredibly articulate and enthusiastic participation in her philosophy classes really impressed her tutor. Her work in law has been equally impressive, if a little intimidating, as we witnessed last night. It takes a brave woman to argue in favour of snipers outside bathrooms and electric fences, but that's what lawyers do. Bravery was also exhibited in the debate last night, in which she led her team to a landslide victory. She's fully deserving of a hearty congratulations from us all. Gabrielle. Grace. It wouldn't have been fitting in an Oxbridge College if we hadn't said Grace at dinner. Grace's comments from her medical biology tutor are twofold. Firstly, apply to Oxford. Look, it's in capitals. Second, thanks for reassuring Zoe that she doesn't look like Justin Bieber. I always get that youth reference. A French tutor has described her as a key team member who is motivated and a pleasure to be with. She picked up the language impressively quickly and should be encouraged to continue with her French. We'd also encourage Grace to pursue the avenue of public speaking, as her contributions to last night's debate were highly commendable. Again and again, Grace has stepped up, really impressive. She really does have so much to be proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Goode. It has very much been a month dominated by the ladies, so as a frail man myself, I'm delighted to welcome a strong, healthy young man, Gustav on Furstenberg. Gustav, a man of many talents, bravely taken to the stage after quickly learning improvisation and comedy skills in building on other people's ideas while providing inspiring ideas himself. Highly introspective, he has made great contributions to his philosophy class. I've heard so many wonderful things about the philosophy class, proving that still waters run deep. In leadership and management, he has demonstrated excellent leadership skills when using project management methodology to plan a social event. We all really appreciated Gustav's presence on the course and hope he has enjoyed his time here as much as we've enjoyed welcoming him to Oxford. Gustav. And a number of the people who have accompanied me throughout this month. Hannah Kumar. Hannah's no stranger to OSA, a highly committed student who, according to her history tutor, has worked extremely hard and always remained engaged. Her diligence and flexibility of thought has been exhibited time and time again in critical thinking, and yet more so in last night's debate, in which she was highly impressive. Thank you, Hannah, for all you've contributed to OSA over last year's course and this, and it's been a real pleasure to welcome you back. And someone else? I've got to know everyone. Javier Sanek. In economics, Javier has successfully combined an ambition for acquiring new knowledge with his fun-loving personality. He's also a dedicated fan of Spanish cuisine. Although Carl has not managed to turn him into a dirty liberal in international relations, he has been impressed with the way Javier has picked up the subject with great passion. A great future in IR politics is surely on the horizon. We hope, Javier, that you've enjoyed your time with us, and we wish you all the best as you build upon the foundations you've laid here. I think you've produced some extraordinary work in English, and I've just been so impressed with the way that you've engaged again and again and again. I think we saw that last night as well. Javier. Justin has delighted his creative writing tutor by thinking about tasks and briefs in interesting and surprising ways. And I witnessed that. I actually attended creative writing a week or so ago. I did very short stuff, and Justin's range was phenomenal. I couldn't believe how much he could move from one thing to another. It was really remarkable. In his psychology major, he did a great job explaining the behavioural implications of visual agnosia to the class, and it's certainly not the easiest of tasks. His sociology teacher has been equally impressed by him, as indeed we all have. And this afternoon again, Justin, it takes a lot to stand up and present your own material as you did today. And again, it was really impressed and very grateful that you should do that. Very well done. Thanks so much, Justin. I can't do my alphabet, and I got a bit carried away there. And Jonathan, I apologise. May we now have John Matheson. John's Oxbridge tutor has described him as a snappy dresser. He is indeed, with a mind like a gleaming razor. That's his praise. He has also demonstrated ambition and a flair for problem solving in his TSA class. His law tutor has been delighted by his excellent advocacy skills, if not his strong opinions on the restrictions of bathroom usage. I don't want to go there. He really did shine in last night's debate. And I think there was an amazing point early on where it had been very formal and it just suddenly energised them. Thank you for that. And his contributions were well beyond his young age. There's no doubt whatsoever that a great future awaits him. John. Katerina Blanca. Katerina has taken much care and consideration over her work in creative writing, producing stories that have an understated confidence. There's a superb example of that today. And Katerina, I really love the first one as well, the poetry, sort of prose poem. She's expanded psychology lessons on the temporal lobe by integrating information from previous classes. That's something I love to hear, the connect between what's happening here and what was happening before, and as I said when I spoke to her, what happens next. As well as this, she's marked herself out as a highly talented in critical thinking. Is there really no end to Katerina's talents? I don't think so. Katerina. Lily Lake. Lily's been consistently attentive in biology with an encouraging enthusiasm for the subject. She's made helpful and insightful comments during discussions and delivered a great final presentation. In her creative writing, she has demonstrated a fantastic eye for interesting, original and detailed imagery. She can also turn her hand to new economics, having shown very good understanding of radical economic concepts and presented newly learned materials on resource depletion with clarity. That is such an impressive range. It really is. Biology, creative writing, economics, that is a range. All of this proves there are many, many sides to Lily, and she deserves to feel immensely proud of herself. Lily Lake. Maria Luisa Papadopoulou. Maria Luisa has been described by her maths tutor as a pleasure to teach. She listens, asks, and begins to assimilate all that she learns. In leadership and management, she's given thoughtful insights into the topic being discussed, asking clarifying questions to ensure she fully understands the subject. Her presence has also been valued in extreme science, and indeed on the course as a whole. Thank you, Maria Luisa, and good luck. Mariana Romano. Mariana's been a delight to tutor in inorganic chemistry, participating fully and effectively as well as demonstrating an aptitude for the subject. She also has a wicked sense of humour, which I partly witnessed last night, but we won't go back over that. She's also fast becoming a star in mathematics, to whom her tutor says a hearty welcome. In fact, we'd all like to echo that by offering her our congratulations. You can leave the stage in a minute. on all that she's achieved. Keep it up, Marianne, and well done. Mia. Or should I say, Maria Dominica Luba. Mia is a very confident English literature student with a particularly appreciated skill at reading out loud in the short story mind. I have to say, Mia, you've got a tremendous presence, which I felt last night at the debate, and when I popped in, your capacity to assimilate an idea and deliver it is phenomenal for your age. She's demonstrated an aptitude for psychology, helping the class to relate specific studies of aphasias to wider issues regarding spoken language. Her photography, as each of us has seen this afternoon, is also excellent, and there's no doubt in any of our minds that she will go very far should she choose to pursue this. Great work. Well done, Mia. Robin Gann. Robin demonstrated a natural attitude for leadership and management, coming up with a comprehensive list of ways to tackle a complex situation. An avid reader, his inquiring mind has afforded him a great deal of success in his philosophy classes. I once used to work with a very wonderful tutor who would say there are only 3 things that students need to learn: maths, maths, and maths. And I know with Robin, it's philosophy, philosophy, philosophy. I bow down to that, I really do. He's been a highly valued member of the course, impressing staff and students alike with his affability and impeccable manners. Robin, I think you've got a remarkable future, and thank you very much. And another of my 4-week friends, Rupal. Rhubarb is an intelligent student with an excellent attitude in her biology lessons, understanding complex biological processes, which culminated in a lovely final presentation. Her English teacher finds her equally lively and engaging, making contributions to the short story minor which show a quiet confidence and mature consideration. Yet again, she has greatly impressed her French tutor, who has remarked upon her talent for languages and accurate mastery of vocabulary. Keep up the good work. And I must also say that Rhubarb is one of the students, and a number of you were not feeling great, and Rhubarb was feeling, I know, very ill 2 or 3 days ago, and you kept going, and I'm deeply appreciative of that and deeply impressed. I know what your ambition is in the longer run, and I know your determination to make it succeed. I also believe you've got the intellectual range that will allow you to do that, Rhubarb. So well done, very well done indeed. Stella Slaughter. Stella's proven an intelligent and thoughtful student of history, which has impressed her tutor. Her diligence in sociology has also paid off in the form of written work and in her classwork, of which she deserves to be very proud. She should also take pride in her photography, which we all enjoyed this afternoon, and indeed all she's achieved on the course. We're certainly very proud of her. Stella Slaughter. Quote John Milton, a loss of sight, the eye must complain. Stephanie. Stephanie's proved a talented student of leadership and management, giving a very thorough analysis of President Obama's public speaking skills and what made them successful. A medical biology tutor has been so impressed that she claims that if Stephanie doesn't apply to Oxbridge, it's most definitely their loss. Good, I'm hearing a lot of this around about you guys. Have confidence. We would certainly all like to echo this in wishing Stephanie every success. A bright academic future doubtless awaits her. It does indeed. It's been a pleasure to get to know Stephanie. Stephanie Linda. Tessa Peabody. Leadership and management, Tessa has confidently contributed to the group, drawing on real-life examples well to illustrate her points. According to her history tutor, she's bright and intelligent, and a statement with which all of us are inclined to agree, especially after we saw that radiant intelligence last night. High praise due for those strong contributions to last night's debate, and if John mixed it, you were prepared to mix it back, which revealed yet another string to our ample bow. Tessa, thanks so much for attending. Very well done indeed. Thomas. Thomas's economics tutor has described him as friendly, adaptable and action-oriented. A little bit too action-oriented at the beginning of the course, as I recall. With quite an inquisitive mind and a curious ability to anticipate the next step, including anticipating my next steps. He engaged well with the dealing with conflict topic of leadership and management and demonstrated excellent diplomatic skills. He's been theoretically strong in international relations and always manages to make Carl laugh. We wish him all the best with his plans to move to another planet and found a realist society, and indeed with anything he pursues. I also want to send a personal note that walking back from Midsummer Night's Dream tonight, I had a most wonderful conversation with Thomas, and some of those moments just as important to me as the kind of achievements that you have in the lessons. So say farewell to Tom with great service. Thomas Schumann. Final student who's been with us a month, Valeria Golisova. In maths minor and major alike, Valeria has shown a logical approach in handling the techniques and also a keenness to learn. In leadership and management, she is very enthusiastic about public speaking and came up with an excellent list of top tips to improve your verbal public speaking skills, based on experience in the first course as well. Her major tutor, having taught her for 4 weeks now, believes her to be an exceptionally gifted young student whom has been a joy to watch blossoming. I've got to agree with that entirely, that it's, working with somebody over 4 weeks and you watch that kind of growth and assemblage, and a couple of times we've talked and people said, Oxford feels more and more like home after a month. There's surely no one here who could disagree with those wonderful assessments by the tutors. Valeria. Vasilina Matera. Vasilina has been a consistent contributor to psychology discussions, proving particularly helpful when applying knowledge gained on previous courses. And again, that connect what's happened before to what's happening here. Her work in sociology has been equally strong and has marked her out as a highly inquisitive thinker with an impressively mature approach to academic study. We'd like to thank Vasilina for her delightfully cheery disposition. She's always had a smile whenever I've seen her. She's made her a joy to have on the course. That combination of good humour and intelligence, which has been in many ways the hallmark of the 4 weeks, we're deeply appreciative. Vasilina, as with so many of you, you carry your knowledge very lightly, and it's a joy to look after you. Vasilina, well done. Finally, I will shout. I will very much shout for this young lady. I think she's marvellous. Vivian Wang. Vivian is a remarkably talented academic who can switch her brain from sociology to psychology with remarkable ease. In psychology in particular, she has helped enrich discussions of sensations beyond the big five by concisely explaining phantom limb phenomenon to the class. Photography, which each of us enjoyed this afternoon, was that extraordinary thing that reminded me of Mark Chagall. It's just absolutely amazing, that picture. Was of an equally high standard to her academic work, proving that she really is a well-rounded individual. I've got to say, on a personal note, we spent a little bit of time on university study, and what you've taken on academically within the English language at A-level, with really just a couple of years in our system properly, is phenomenal, and it's a tremendous credit to you. It really is. Congratulations on your work over the last 2 weeks, Vivian, and just keep it going.
Thank you very, very much, one and all. And if you can hear me from 2 weeks ago, thank you guys as well. It's been really lovely to have you here. I've enjoyed my month immensely. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been useful. Thanks a lot, guys. Well done.
Before he runs away completely and thinks that